right, we're camping up at the Rubicon. We're actually right before the Rubicon trails. The spillway is right down there, so we're like right before where it starts. Getting ready to make some dinner, and I thought now would be a great time to show you how the Monument Grill has been holding up, and we're gonna cook some steaks on it. Oh! So usually you would just drop your trailer here at the chalet and go down to the trail, but we are camping out because it's a beautiful day and it's a really nice view of the lake. It's getting close to dinner time, so I'm getting ready to cook some beef on the Monument Grill. All right, I don't know how many times we've cooked on this thing, maybe 20, been a good amount. Anytime I'm in a little bit of a hurry, I usually go with the gas grill now because it's so quick to get it going. We don't have to wait for the charcoal. Comes with the little adapter so you can use some of the 1-pounders, but we just take the big bottle with us. You can tell we've been using it a lot. Also got it pretty hot too, so I've only cleaned this a few times. I usually just scrape off the grill and go. But one thing that happened was last time we were towing the crawler hauler, I had this strapped down outside and the little grease tray on the bottom came out and flew out. So luckily didn't smack anybody, but we lost our drip tray. Right now I'm just putting aluminum foil underneath it to catch anything. Not a big deal. So lowest setting, both sides, and it's still getting up to about 300 on there. So definitely got to keep an eye on the heat when you've got both these on. A couple of boneless ribeyes. Nothing crazy for the seasoning. Lately I've just been putting salt on it because I really want to enjoy the beef and not, you know, have this overwhelming seasoning flavor. So I think these ones I'll put some salt and pepper on. I'm gonna just use one side of the burner, so I'm gonna turn that right side off, season these up. We'll have to keep an eye on it. I'm thinking maybe every 3 or 4 minutes we'll take a look at the steak and make sure they're cooking right. See, it's kind of gone up to 400 now, so this thing can get away from you if you're not watching it. All right, got them on there. Probably gonna just let them hang out for 5 minutes. We'll see how they look after that. Super frustrating. The refrigerator in the camper is super picky, and if the camper is not perfectly level side to side, front to back, it won't run on propane. So I don't want to run my generator all day, and we don't have any shore power out here, obviously, so that means no refrigerator in the camper. But luckily we've got our set power inside the truck, and then we've got a Jackery that's powering that and a solar panel that's charging the Jackery, so we've got a backup system. It's unfortunate that we have to use it, but that's what happens when you have the budget crawler hauler. So there's that solar panel. Then we've got the refrigerator right here, and then the Jackery, the cord going up to that solar panel. Actually does pretty well. Let me go to the other side and I'll show you how much is left on it. When we're driving, I usually just have it plugged into the cigarette lighter in the back, but this refrigerator usually doesn't use that much. It's on eco mode too, so let's see. So 36 watts coming in and 46 powering the fridge, and the fridge is kind of off and on, right? It's at 99% right now, so it's doing really well. Usually just roll up the cord in the window, but I'm slamming it in the door now because I'm being lazy. Yeah, the exterior of this camper is in rough shape. Got a lot of work we got to do to this thing, but really we're just saving up. We can get a better cab over on the front eventually, building up this trailer, and then probably eventually upgrade to a longer, better gooseneck too. But for now it's working. All right, we're still got about a minute left, but 300 degrees, getting some color on the bottom. Fat's kind of burning up a little bit, but a minute here, flip them and we'll see where we're at. All right, that's time. So I'll flip it and I'll put, you can see this one's definitely lesser cooked than this side. So flipped them, put the one in front and the back now. It actually looks like a pretty good rate to be cooking these. So try 5 minutes again. All right, started it up the other side again, and now I've got them over direct flame, lid open. I think we're just gonna do a few minutes for each side. That should do it. Be eating here in no time. All right, half for dinner, half for lunch, so we'll cut her up. It's a little bit over medium rare, but looks great. Gonna be a nice snack on the trail tomorrow. So that's it. Another cook on the Monument G22. This has been a great little grill, and I didn't buy it. They actually sent it to me to try out, make a couple videos. So staying true to that agreement. Here's the second video of it, and you'll probably see it again. I think the size is maybe a tad too big to take on the trail with you, or, you know, camping if you have a smaller vehicle, maybe like a Jeep. But if you convert the hose over to take the smaller bottles, like I mentioned earlier, I think it'd be perfect. In my Jeep, I've got an older YJ, so I just don't don't have as much room back there in the tailgate. It's great. I mean, you can actually fit a lot on here. This thing's easy to clean up. I just wiped it down with a paper towel on the outside. You know, definitely needs a better cleaning than that when we get home, but great option if you're looking for a portable grill, especially since it's stainless. You know, one's not going to rust on you. It's pretty robust. Doesn't feel like it's going to bend or get dented in or anything like that. So hope you guys liked the video. I've got to fight off these blackbirds. I'm going to try to eat some of my wife's food. We're going to enjoy this evening out here on Loon Lake. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.